Noisy Pixel. There's a layer of frustration that comes with difficult action games. Still, it's undeniable that the formula is addictive and sometimes even fun if done correctly. Thankfully, the giant games developer Pascal's Wager is here to bring the formula to mobile devices. In philosophy, the wager states that it's better to believe that God exists rather than doesn't, which is fitting since you should pray to whatever you believe in to get through this intense game. Still, it's a damn good time. Pascal's Wager takes place in a world where a natural disaster brought the sun crashing down towards the ocean, which caused a mysterious black fog to blanket the world. Beings known as colossi begin to help disperse the fog. However, the colossi soon fail and can no longer help. A man named Terrence then sets out to find his long-estranged wife, who may have some connection to the fall of the colossi. While simple in scope, the story is actually rather gripping. The entire region is dreary, which fits the theme of the game. While not entirely reminiscent of level of difficulty found in a Dark Souls game, Pascal's Wager wants to challenge the player during encounters. I appreciated the scale of difficulty that the developers have added to this game. Still, I got my ass handed to me multiple times throughout the adventure, but that didn't stop me from jumping back in to correct my mistakes and survive. The gameplay here requires specific button presses and movements, which is why I recommend using an Xbox One or PS4 controller for a better experience. Sure, the touch controls work fine, but I found more enjoyment using a controller as it allowed me to take in the full scope of the battle. Combat is so precise that it's tough to blame the game for any unfair deaths. Timing attacks and staying on top of your positioning is everything, which ties into the other mechanics of dodging and parrying. Thanks to this battle system, each encounter feels rewarding. It forces you to concentrate and read enemy movements instead of just rushing through battles. What's unique about Pascal's Wager is that you don't have to manage different weapons. Instead, you get to play as different characters throughout the game who each have a distinct fighting style. Each character varies and you'll be switching between them depending on enemies and missions that you find yourself on. Unfortunately, the voice acting is pretty stale. I understand the world is dark and somber, but there could have been a bit more liveliness from the voice actors. It's also a shame that I found my best experience with the game required me to use a controller, which begs the question why this game launched on iOS only. Regardless if this brings the Souls genre to smartphones, some might just want to wait for the PC or console release.
The Holy Father predicted that a vicious red-haired witch will lead Adamina to its destruction.
Are you saying that the Colossus Plague is related to the red-haired witch?
Pascal's Wager brings a little bit of everything to the table. You'll be faced with challenge after challenge, but overcoming those challenges never ceases to be satisfying. The game emphasizes tight combat and quick responses from the player to survive, and it works well on a mobile device. Still, the best experience requires you to use a controller, but it's tough to look past all the great elements of gameplay that this title presents. Noisy Pixel is giving Pascal's Wager an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review at noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.